Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope that everyone is having a wonderful time. So today I come to you. Hey Loki, the dog is here. The dog came to visit me. Today I am joining you to share with you my experience regarding with running. I wanted to share with you my experience with running. So basically, I asked my brother to give me the program that he used to get into running. Um, so yeah, he sent me this program from I think an app called Runner More, one of those. Yeah, basically the programs that my brother shared with me are supposed to get you from zero running experience to being able to run 5k, 5 kilometers, which is 3.1 miles in 9 weeks, right? In 9 weeks, and around 30 minutes uh, in time. So basically you are able to run for 3.1 miles in 30 minutes. Basically that's the goal of the app. So for me personally, what was important for me was just to use the app and to have some sort of a controlled schedule to get me into running. Yeah, so basically for the program, this is just and I'll put down an overview of the schedule, how it looks like. So for example, on the first week, you so the app recommends for you to run 3 times a week, at least to try to do it 3 times a week to get into habit and get your breaks in between your runs. That way your muscle can rest and you're not pushing yourself so hard, and it's easier for you to keep up with the schedule. For example, on the week 1 day, so in one day, your first day, you do 60 seconds run, 90 seconds walk, 8 times, and then you rest the following day or whatever day you choose to, and then the second day of the run is the same stuff. You just repeat 60 seconds run, 90 seconds walk, and you do that 3 times a week, and each day is you repeating the run and walk for 8 times. Is in the schedule. I'll put the schedule down, and then each week it just kind of it changes, right? So you started running for 60 seconds on the first day of your first week, and then on your second week you run for 90 seconds now, and then you repeat that, and then they start alternating how much, for how long you run each day, and for how many reps, how many times you repeat the same sequence of run versus walking. And that basically allows you to get used into running, but it's also not so harsh. For me, the days that worked better for me was just I picked Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They were my days to train for the program, and then I'll just rest during the weekends. And to be honest, it was tough. I struggled the first few weeks. Man, the first time I was able to run for 90 seconds straight, I celebrated. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I was so happy to be able to finally make it to 90 seconds straight. I was so out of shape, so yeah. And then with that, I would just the way I would train is I would follow the schedule, right? And up to the point where I could not follow through. So when I was struggling with whatever was supposed to be done for the next weekend, for the next week, what I would do, I would try to repeat that day, what I was supposed to do in that day. And if I still struggle, then I would go back to the exercises or the routine that was for the previous week. because I knew that I could at least do the previous week because I've done it in order to move to the next week. So I would repeat the previous week, and then when I feel like I'm getting used to that, then I would try again the following week. So just moving forward. And if I couldn't do it, I'll just go backwards, repeat that one that I was able to do it, and then you would make things easier for the next time. So that's pretty much what I used to do. So basically, I started in July, like because it was around my birthday. So I started in July of 2020 during the pandemic. And then you can see in time, like I start slowly improving, like being able to follow through with the schedule, but I still struggled a lot. My pace was really slow. I think still I am not a fast runner. Actually, I just say I go jogging because I'm not fast. I struggle a little bit with breathing, and my legs would get injured sometimes or get really tired or just hurt. My legs would feel like they were heavy during the run. Sometimes like my legs would just itch for no reason. I feel like my whole legs and sometimes my stomach were just itching, and it was really weird. But So I started wearing like looser leggings. So basically, the leggings that I use for yoga, I just kind of stopped wearing them because they were too tight. I didn't know that actually it does make a difference with wear looser clothes. At least it did for me. So yeah, so basically I started in July. By October, I was able to make it to the 25 minutes straight run. Basically, it gets to a point where I was in the schedule, in the program, like it gradually increases where you're just running continuously non-stop, with no walking in between the runs. So by October, I was able to run for 25 minutes straight, and I was really proud. So I was almost done with the program because the program gets you to run to a 30 minutes straight, and I was running for 25 minutes straight. So that was, and then around the time I left my job, and I was in West Texas, left my job, and then I moved to Louisiana. So it was a big change for me. So things kind of just fell through. I stopped jogging, running. I mean, I did try once I get to Louisiana, but it's just like the motivation wasn't there for me, just going through stuff. So from that period, through October until really pretty much now, it was a struggle for me to be able to just get out and try. But one thing, when I got to Louisiana, I don't know, the trail that I was running, it seems really rough. At least like my running shoes, I don't think they were equipped for the trail. So I think that's part of the reason why I was struggling, because sometimes I would run for like 10 minutes straight or 15 minutes straight, and my legs would not take it. It was just like the road was really uneven, a lot of cracks, and the path was at an angle. Hey, puppy. So the path was at an angle. So Loki, what's up? What's going on, puppy? Why are you trying to bite me? Just talking to the dog. So yeah, the path was at an angle. So all this stuff, like the cracks, the angle, weird angle of the trail, rough trail. My my shoes, they're not too thick. Like they're thinner running shoes. So I would just like have like leg pains constantly, and then so basically it got to a point where I just started looking for different places to run in a new city, new state, new city. I don't know the area very much. With the pandemic and all this, just try not to move too much. But anyways, I finally found this other place that I ran for a little bit. As I started improving, I was able to run for at least 2 miles there, and then we had to move again to a bigger place. So a new neighborhood, and we actually have a really nice park here. And then I finally decided to try to follow up with a with my 5K program. So if you remember, I mentioned that in October I was able to run for 25 minutes straight. So basically, what I did here, maybe around June, I think it's in June that I start trying to get back into it. I start running. It was random. I think first time I ran like 18 minutes straight or maybe 20, and then I increased to 21. So I'll just repeat the same amount. Like I'll just run like maybe like between 18 to 21 minutes straight, or 25 minutes straight. Once I got to running for 25 minutes straight again, I made it to 28 minutes straight now. Again, not a lot of motivation to get out and run, but I was just pushing myself. Uh, so um, so when I got to running 28 minutes straight, I was like really close to 30 minutes. So which is the goal, right? Time wise. So the first time I attempted to run for over 28 minutes, I think I ran for 28 point maybe 30 seconds, and I just wanted to throw up. My body would not take it. Breathing was hard. My legs were not having it. I was exhausted. So I just went back to running for 28 minutes straight. For a while, just stayed there, and then I finally figured out. Actually, I figured out this week. I was running in a really weird direction. I was running uphill. So basically, before I even got to the half of my run, I was already exhausted. So since I'm training, so I decided to go the opposite direction. So basically, now this week actually, my goal has been to run 3 times a week and just run 5K. Right now that I finally I am able. The dog is pulling my hoodie. Loki, stop. Come on, puppy. Come on. Don't eat my hoodie. Thank you. Yeah, the dog was pulling my hoodie. So anyway, so I'm able to run 5K now. So basically, I've been running 5Ks, but it's not 30 minutes. I run like 5K for like between 31 and 35 minutes, but I'm proud of myself. What I decide to do is just to be proud, to be just like, to when I go out to the trail, just be happy. I tell myself, even if I run for 2 miles or less, whatever, even for 10 minutes, the fact that I went out there and I attempted to run, that's what counts for me. So I've been like hyping myself up, during the run. I just feel like you're doing really well. When I start struggling, I just feel like, look, you've come this far. Just do for like another minute. Just do for another minute. But with that, what I have to say is, listen to your body. Always listen to your body. Yeah, it's good to push yourself. You are only competing with yourself. So it's good to push yourself, but not to a point where you're completely harming yourself. So when my legs start hurting, I slow down a lot. I mean, I don't stop moving. I don't walk, but like I can go to a pace of 13 miles an hour. I don't know what the pace is. A minute, I think. And just be okay, because once my legs are rested, I can go again. But luckily, now that I think I figured out to run downhill instead of uphill, I think I've been doing really well. Actually, what I've been doing this week, and I think it has helped me a lot, is that now I walk to the park. So I live almost 1.5 miles away from the park, so I just decided to stop. I walk all the way to the park, and once I get to the park, I actually run for my 5Ks, and then I walk back. And I think the whole walking has actually kind of warmed up, helped my body warm up, and get all the heat going. So when I start running, it's just like I just now I'm still running about 10. My pace is around 10.12 or 10.16 miles per minute, but I'm really proud. And then so basically my current goal is to run 1.3 miles, which is 5K. So I did this week, and then I'm going to do it again next week. Just basically the second week is just to know, for my body to get used to it. So what I'm trying to do is like each week I am going to try to introduce a new challenge for myself, like trying to increase how much I run and then the whole week will be about that, and then the second week will just be about my body getting used to it. The first week I introduced the challenge, figure out how it best works for me, and then the second week is just like getting used to it. So to see if next week I can improve on it. So yeah, that's basically it. So I made it to my goal, which was actually just running the 5K. Um, I'm not very worried with the time and pace. Even if I go slow, it's fine. You know, slow and steady wins the race, and I don't have to, you know, injure myself or hurt myself. The other things that I also I guess notice is like before I used to have a really weird back pain, and I used to joke it's because I'm getting older. I'm in my 30s, so that's why I'm getting back pains. But once I started doing like core exercises, I was trying to just get like yoga for like the days that I rest. I'm trying to make sure I do at least I practice yoga at least when I'm not running. The days that I don't run, and actually my back pain is gone. I don't have any back pains, and it's like basically running was making my back weak. So now it's just like, you know, doing some core exercise. So yoga helps out. You can also do your yoga for your warm up, or you end your cool down if you prefer for your days of running. Come on, Loki, stop. Come on. But for me, for me, I've just like I just decide that walking and running is enough, and then the days, rest days, I just do yoga, and I think it's working out okay for me. Um, so the shoes, I'll put on the shoes that I run with. I think maybe it's time for me to get better shoes, or more, you know, to improve my run. But yeah, and also, yeah, I think that's it. I'm not sure if there's anything else I'd like to add, but yeah. So I'm done with my from the couch to 5K running program. So, and I think overall it's been a good experience because I actually do you know, it gets to a point where I figure out, oh yeah, my breath. So basically when I'm running, I inhale a lot. I inhale with my nose, and then I just sigh it out with my mouth while I'm running, like non-stop, repeatedly. Like, you know, like dogs. I was observing our puppy Loki. He pants a lot, so one day during my run, I kind of was trying to mimic that. So basically, I pant when I'm running, and actually, that helps my lungs a lot when I'm jogging. Yeah. What else? So I pant when I'm running. I now do exercises in between, yoga exercises to help with my core and just kind of stretch out my loosen up my body. Um, yeah, I don't push too hard, but yeah, I made it to 5K. Yeah. The one thing is very interesting is like when when, as soon as I stop running, right? Let's say I made my 5K, I barely walk for like a minute, and my recovery time has improved so much, like since compared the first time I started running to now. Like basically once, as soon as I stop running, right, I slow down and stop running and start walking. It's just like my body like I don't feel tired, and also sometimes just like the endorphins kicking midway, and all I'm doing while I'm running is actually smiling, which is weird. I'm like, I'm tired, I'm sweating, but I'm like smiling, and I feel like lately it's been easier to smile during my run compared to before. So yeah, so this is my update or my experience so far running. So I guess to kind of summarize, get yourself a program with a you know, with a schedule that you can keep up. Your goals are your own. Don't compete with anybody else. Like you do as much as you can. You know, don't pressure yourself. Be proud of yourself for showing up. Get good running shoes. I probably need to update mine. I what else? do core exercises to help you to avoid back pain. Do warm up and cool down exercises. If not, do at least some sort of stretching exercises the day before and the day after. You know, in between your run days. Walk is fine. Walk, well, when you cannot run, just walk. You know, don't stop. Like, just keep moving. You can rest like while you walk. Um, Tight leggings for me does not work. So maybe you want looser, you know, running clothes, maybe short, something like that that can allow your legs to breathe and the, you know, blood to flow normally. I listen to music while I'm running. If I listen to music, sometimes I wear a hat. It gives me privacy and just it's me. It feels like I'm alone, and it works out for me. I actually I do use this watch. It's a Garmin Forerunner 35. So that's how actually like it allows me to kind of, you know, my runs and walk. But right now I just use on the settings I use is like free run or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, so my run mode is let me actually get this off. Mm-hmm. Alright, so this is my watch. I don't know if you can see. This is my watch. I don't know if you can see. So basically, a run option, right? You get there, and then options, run mode, and my run is a free run. Yeah, I don't think this is actually showing. So basically, you have different running modes. I can do like a free. You can do walk and run or run and walk, whatever. But for me, just do free since I pretty much I'm just trying to see how far I can go. So yeah, this is my journey. So I'll probably update you guys to see if anything has changed or if for my next goals, I'll just come back and update you guys. So anyways, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye.